What's up? We're out here at the property. We got a 10,000 pound Mini X getting dropped off. We got it for a week. You can see here, this is the property. This is a landing down below. I was able to score this guy from our neighbor, the 1958 case. It's pretty old, but it got the job done for what we needed it to do. It's a 58 case. It is old, but it definitely gets the job done, that's for sure. So we got roughly 9.5 acres, something like that. It's gonna need a lot of work. See all in here, the whole hillside's been all sloughing off. I'm gonna come in with this Mini and kind of dig all this out over here, push it all this way, and make this road a little wider. Oh, there's our Mini. He just got here. He's down there. We'll go down and help him. Let's see what we got here. It's a Kubota 44, so it's a 10,000 pound machine. So this will be nice. This thing's sweet. It's got the thumb there. That's gonna make it super easy to pluck these trees out. I'm gonna start on this location for the shop first. That's gonna be the front of everything here. Show everybody what we got going on here. So these trees here, all these trees, mostly birch, there's a couple aspen, there's cottonwood. So you can see how the road goes up and the road goes back down this way. So it's a hairpin corner that loops around here. So that essentially has a little island of trees. This little island of trees is going. All this junk is going to be out of here. And I'm hoping to be able to level this out, grade it out, and have a big enough landing to do that 36 by 48 shop with almost 1,000 feet of living quarters in it. This cut here that runs up through the trees, that goes all the way up to the road up there. And you can almost see it through there, but that goes up to the road. So essentially, that puts all these trees kind of locked between a road, so I'm calling it an island of trees. I'm sticking with it. So this whole area, it's going to look a lot different, and I think it's going to look a lot different pretty quick. So yeah, vague plan, maybe a little safety meeting, and we'll get right to it. It looks bright over there, but it's not. The weather is garbage. Puddles everywhere. Not a bad cut. It's just a little muddy today, which is fine. Creek's running a little heavier with the rain. It's supposed to rain all day. That's supposed to clear up. Today's the only day it's supposed to be kind of nasty. This is what we got here today. Lots of cleanup. That's what we'll start with. We got this whole pad kind of prepped. I don't know if this is grade. I think it's a little too high to be grade. But we got this whole area cleared out and flat-ish. And we pulled all the trees out from this side. That's all these here. Pretty good pile. The hill kind of tapers over here, so we're not gonna have as much material to work with that's here already. We'll have to see what we got here. Ballparking it last night, I was thinking we might have to do a retaining wall. I might even end up just building a house into it, build the foundation right on the retaining wall, do a block wall. We're just gonna have to see how much real estate I can come up with here. I mean, that's a big cut too. That's probably a 6-foot cut already. You know, if we go another 10 feet in the mountain, we're gonna be at a 10, 12-foot cut right there. So we're gonna have to stabilize that hillside a little bit somehow. Man, this is a little soft. We're gonna have to pull in some gravel for sure. So gravel is cheap itself. Gravel as the material is cheap. I think it's like $9 a yard, or where they get you is the hauling. So to have a truck come out here and dump gravel, it's gonna be another $150 to have them haul it. $150, $180 just have them bring it out here. And they're only 10 miles down the road. So they're doing well. I cut this a little bit yesterday, but it still needs a little bit more. I mean, right here, between this corner and the far edge, I don't know, maybe 14 feet. This is day 3, and it's snowing, and it's kinda, maybe it's a hail. This is our job site. We actually made a lot of progress yesterday. We ended up digging this whole hillside out, all the way down here. Oh, it's probably, let's see, 60 feet, I'm guessing. We got up all in the hill, I cut a little road in, and we're just gonna leapfrog this dirt right out of here. Down at the bottom of that is mostly grade. The laser should be here Tuesday, the transit laser. So we'll check that. And we were able to get this pig up here, so that's in here digging. We got the 4-wheeler here just so we can run shit up and down the road. She's getting mad. She says she'll figure it out. Go see what Liz is doing. You gotta put it in neutral.
This is...
Yep, click it down. Give it some gas. Don't run over your sled. We'll let her deal with that. The road is a mud pit, so that's fun. That's the brush pile down there. That thing piled up quick. That was a pain in the ass, flipping everything.
Alright, I'm gonna go pick up some rocks.
Okay, good luck. What are you dogs doing? You going with her or staying with me? You're going with her. It'll be more fun. Our driveway, or the approach to our driveway, was also a muddy little mess. So we need lots of gravel. Lots and lots of gravel. This is a muddy mess. Everything's a muddy mess. The rain yesterday, and then it snowed a little last night. Now it's snowing a little right now. It's just a mess. Luckily what we're digging into is really dry. So once we're into the dry shit, we're fine. We're gonna push all this dirt out this way. This whole area is gonna be a flat spot, like I said before. The whole thing's gonna be flat. All throughout here. We're just leapfrogging the dirt. From down in there, over to there. And push it all flat. So yeah, dig, dig, dig. Push, push, push. Get rid of all the junk. knew it was almost inevitable, but I found my first big ass rock. I think it's a piece of granite. It is a piece of granite. Let's see here. Yeah, it's like pink. I actually pulled out a chunk. We'll check it out up there. But I can't break through it. It's probably 5 feet across right here. This whole thing. Could not get through it. I'm trying for quite a while. So this looks like it's going to be great now. Since this is going to be our new lowest spot we can go. This is great. There's a good chunk of it right there. Both of those. Liz ended up coming up. She's running the old case. She's figuring it out. She's never ran any equipment before, but she'll figure it out. I just wanted to show everybody that rock. It's making it a pain. But we got this whole thing pushed, or started to be pushed. So I'm gonna keep feathering this down and push everything back. There's a lot of dirt here. There's actually a ton of dirt here. So that makes it pretty good, I think. We'll see how it works with grade. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll see. So we got the whole pad cut, and at its narrowest point it measures 85 by what, 35? 37, something like that. At its narrowest point, which is this little hump here. I'll take out tomorrow.
It's turning out to be a lot of room.
It is a lot of room.
Expected even.
I know, it's nice.
So we've got some stuff to work with.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that side. Maybe run that all the way out. We haven't figured it out yet. We might take that 85 and push it out to 100 feet just to have a round number.
Yeah.
It sounds nicer. And then we'll see what kind of real estate we can gain on this bank. We obviously need to gain a little bit if we're trying to go 36 feet. I think it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Good day. The weather held. Got a little bit of snow up there in the
It was pretty
mountains.
weird earlier. Cold and rainy and snowy,
Yeah.
but then it got warm.
Blue sky and snow. And doesn't get much better. Day 4, right? Yesterday was day 3. Day 4. We got a little bit of a late start, but that's okay. We're gonna probably cut this wall straight, cut the corners square, or more square at least, and then I think my transit should be here today. Maybe I'll go home for lunch, see if that's there, and if it's there I'll bring that back out and we can get grade set. It froze last night, so the mud up here isn't too bad. It's still frozen. That won't last for long. It's a sight for sure. We got the whole pad cut. I need to bring this wall back, take a couple more trees out, take out this guy. Make this whole wall straight. Make both the corners square. Cut those straight. I might take this back another 25 feet. I gotta see what we're gonna do here. I might take it all the way and have the wrap around driveway. This is, I mean, Liz and I are winging it. We don't really know what we got to work with because we've never done anything like this. So we're just digging this out. I knew we had dirt. You know, I got a little background in landscaping and construction, so I knew we had dirt to work with. We're gonna build the house into the bank here. So I believe that's gonna be about a 10-foot wall, which should be fine with the slope. It's pretty mellow. The vegetation is holding everything. I think it'll be fine. I'm hoping to be able to do some sort of step over here, up on the upper bank. Maybe get the mini up there and reach down, cut a little wall in there, just so I don't have a ton of overhead pressure pushing against all this. We got a line out to electric people, the power company. I thought it was gonna be quick. They're telling me they can't get a guy out here for at least a month and a half maybe. So that was sweet. I wasn't really anticipating that. I was hoping to get him out here this week and, you know, he could tell me what I got going on here, and I was hoping to dig my trench, but now I'm kind of up in the air. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, if I'm just gonna go for it and dig the trench where I think it's gonna go, or wait for him, because I'll have to bring this thing back out here if that's the case. I also got to get this mini up there. I'm gonna have to take these trees out, some of them, to put the septic in. I got a lot of dirt work to do. Lots and lots of dirt work. It's like noon, so we got a pretty late start. We're not behind schedule, but we're close to being behind schedule. So we have 3 days, and hopefully we can get it all done. We have to finish cutting the pad, which I should be able to do today. And I need to cut the driveway into here. So we need to finish cutting that pad up there, and I need to cut the driveway in and clean everything out of here. I think the driveway is going to kind of swoop in right at this pile. And I'm going to cut that all the way back to the edge there, and at one point grade is going to meet grade over there. So then we can still have access to that road that cuts up to the top of the mountain. So what we're thinking now, and we're winging it so hard. I think we have the means to make it work. We are now going to put the shop on this side, I think. We're going to build the shop, so you'll pull in from over here, and the shop will be facing this way. We're going to stuff it back in the corner, right over here. You stuff it back in the corner there. So you pull in from this side, so the shop will be nice. So, I mean, start out with probably one garage door, just for cost's sake, because we're trying to build this thing debt-free. and it's gonna be tight. It's not gonna be super tight. I'm pretty sure we can do it with maybe a couple $1,000s left over, so we'll see. Swoop it in, you'll have a garage door facing you and have a man door on that side, and the stairs will go upstairs to the living quarters that we're gonna do. But anyway, I'm rambling. We need to do the dirt. I need to call the inspector for the septic. I want to dig a test hole over there because I think I want to run my septic over there now that the house is moved, the shop house, whatever you want to call it, now that it's moved location. So I'd like to dig over there. Once Liz gets out here, we'll measure it, make sure we're far enough away from the creek. Pretty sure we are. Kind of wraps around the mountain there. So we'll do that. Then I need to do the road. So that gives me 2 days full. One to do the road, one to slice in the septic, hypothetically. Thinking it's gonna go over there now. But that gives me a full day to cut all that in, dig the hole for the tank, and the lines for the leach field, day for the road coming in, and the half of the day to finish the rest of this dirt up, which I think I should be able to do. This place has huge potential. It's just so much work. You never realize how big a project truly is until you start diving in. As soon as you start something of this size, at least I thought, holy shit, this is gonna be a good project. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm excited. Right, I got the rest of the pad cut. It's pretty big, which is a good thing. Kind of walk backwards and show everybody what we're working with here. Gotta get out in the bushes to get it all. That's mostly it. It's huge and we need it. So the shop's gonna be back here closest to us, over here in the corner. And I think I'm gonna cut those evergreens straight ahead at 12 o'clock. I think I'm gonna take those out and swoop the driveway in right there. And that way we have this whole pad right in front of the shop to maneuver. Still got a few trees down over the bank I gotta clean up. I'm gonna come in and pull all this dirt that I pushed down there initially. I think I'm gonna pull that all up, and then I'll come in and pad this bank a little bit, clean up the rest of this junk down here, get it all out, clean up the rest of these piles I got going around the edge. And then once this is flat, hopefully we can get a truck in here. We can dump some gravel. We'll have to see what I can do with the driveway. But this is the the brush pile that we got going. I bet you at that top, that one that's sticking up there, that's got to be 15 feet up there. This thing's huge. This will be a hell of a New Year's party once we light this on fire. That's gonna have to be 2 feet of snow on the ground for that thing to go. Made a lot of progress today. We got the whole pad all flattened out here. So we got the approach and the driveway all cut. Brought some rocks up and stacked them on this corner to hold it a little bit. So we got the whole pad cut all the way across. We got it all cleaned out. All the way over. I started just a small little step wall with just some of the rocks I had in the bottom here. I just started a quick little wall just to hold this up a little bit. I'm gonna cut that corner over there. I'm gonna cut that square tomorrow. That'll give me a little dirt to push into this spot right here that you can see has a little valley in it. But it's looking good up here. I was able to get quite a bit done on the road as well. Take a walk down that way. So we got the road looking real good. Tracked over it a bunch of times up and down while I was carrying those rocks everywhere. I did a little natural wall here as well, holding up this steep corner. This is the steepest part of this hill that's sloughing off. So I cut into the bank a little bit and just piled these rocks up the best I could with the Mini. They're not huge, but they're still heavy. I tried to get out and move a couple and you can't. You'd have to have a bar. But we got the road cut almost the whole way down. We got all those rocks gone. And yeah, maybe we'll try to get a gate tomorrow. See if we can get the right size. But it is pretty straightforward. You're just moving dirt. You're not building rocket ships. You're just moving dirt from one spot to another. So stay tuned.